Before I let you go, just generally, because since you guys are doing such a great job and really putting forward the American First package, your advice to President Trump for this 60-day bonus period he's got for a second administration, what do you think should be his priorities? What should he be focused on right now? And let's leave Afghanistan aside. We know that, and we know how it's going. Other than Afghanistan, what should be the two or three things he should be maniacally focused on right now?
Right. Other than Afghanistan would have been by far my number one choice. My number two choice, which actually isn't strictly in the purview of Trump, but I think it's something that his administration can get done that'd be deeply important, is confirming Nathan Symington to the FCC. It's a hugely important role. It's relevant to whether we'll have a free internet or not. There are 5 posts on the FCC. He's going to be one of those 5 in a tiebreaker. He's totally with us when it comes to preserving or really recapturing a free and open internet, without which we have no shot at winning. If we don't have a free internet, if we don't have free channels of information flow, we are not going to win. And so I think the confirmation of Nathan Symington, Trump has done his part, but that would be an amazing thing to have done in this transition period. And I also think he should kind of go scorched earth on things. I mean, I'm sort of in the declassify crowd, hold up the middle finger. Because like this whole national security community, this intel community, they've screwed him over from day one. And there are a lot of things that the American people are entitled to know. So I would definitely declassify all types of things that would embarrass his enemies, who are at the same time the enemies of the American people. And lastly, I would focus very strategically on pardons. This might be controversial to your audience, I don't know, but I'm an advocate of pardoning both Snowden and Assange, again, as a kind of repudiation of the very deep national security state.
Give us your logic for Snowden and Assange.
Well, I think I view both of them as heroes, as great people, as great journalists. I think, but they're also symbolically, it's the biggest middle finger that Trump could possibly give to the thoroughly corrupt and rotten and malicious deep state that has screwed him over, screwed the American people over, and that deserve the humiliation that would entail in an Assange pardon. And I think it would galvanize a whole faction of the country that would otherwise be not really disposed to like him. But you're really going to get a lot of people on board and say, wow, Trump was the guy who finally did it. That shows a lot of courage and integrity. You're going to get a lot of people who otherwise wouldn't really consider being for Trump or being disposed in that direction at all. So I think choosing pardons wisely would be another factor that I would focus on.
Darren, how can people get on your social media? How do you get more access to Revolver News?
Yes, I'm on Twitter actively at Darren J. Beattie, DarrenJBeattie. And as always, people can get the latest and the greatest that the national security state hates, that the left hates, pretty much everyone but American patriots and very high IQ people hate. And that is revolver.news. It's the president's favorite alternative to Drudge. All the big people are reading it. And so you should go on there now. You can read the piece on Fox News. It's kind of a sensation at this point. So go to revolver.news and check it out.
You've really come to your second career here, because in the hit pieces that took place over the last couple of days, you going to the renowned, famed Mencken conference and sitting at a table with some guy who is known as an intellectual, but I guess had written some things on white nationalism, was offset by, it was the Color Revolution piece that actually had him melted down. So you're performing your function.
Right. Hey, Darren, I want to support you for saying the declassification. I've been for it for the whole year. I wanted him to do it last year during the impeachment, because we probably would have solved a lot of this right now. But secondarily, I also want to say congratulations on your new job. You're perfectly suited for it. You've got a great understanding of the Western canon. You've been an ideal person for it. And it's not like the president and Hillary Clinton were putting him in the job to be the chairman of the UN World Food Program like Hunter Biden was. It's not like Valerie Biden Owen, who was a senior representative to the UN for the United States. These people,
They put Hunter on the board of Amtrak.
not a
Yeah.
peep when these people were given jobs.
outrageous.
Well done, brother. Stay in the fight.
Darren Beattie at Revolver News. Thank you, Darren.
Thank you very much.